Zoom is telling me that we are live streaming. Got it.
Yep.
Awesome. All right.
Oh, I
Cool.
can hold on.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Scott with KingGold, and we are joined tonight by a very special guest. I'm very excited about this, and I'm actually going to start off with something I didn't tell him about.
Uh-oh.
It's a good surprise. It's a good surprise, though. Don't worry. So for you guys that don't know, so his name is Ryan Hutchinson. Everybody that knows him and loves him calls him Hutch. I don't know, maybe even your enemies call you Hutch. I don't know. But Hutch is actually responsible for kind of leading me in the right direction as far as online marketing, my online business, etc. And just kind of from watching him, this is going to sound really creepy, but I don't mean it to be creepy. Just from watching him in the shadows kind of thing, but also some of the direct conversations and the stuff that he's shown me and led me to. It's changed the course of my life, my family's life. So Hutch, I think you're awesome, man. You're more incredible than you know, and you're probably more incredible than you would ever give yourself credit for. So that's why right off the bat, I want to tell everyone that will ever see this that Hutch, you're the man, you're awesome. And tonight is going to be a very fun conversation, I think.
Yes, definitely. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's such a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And you deserve every bit of it. So so everybody, at least on my page, knows me. All right. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So, well, I'm Hutch. I started actually working as a mechanic. So that was my initial workplace kind of
like car mechanic.
Fourier, right? Car mechanic, correct. I worked for UPS.
Okay. Yeah.
So graveyard shift. And that's actually why I got out of it, because of graveyard shift. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I have a kid named Eli. My wife's Christy. And that's really about it. We live in Denver, Colorado. We love it here. I was actually born and raised here, so that's cool.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
How's the weather up there right now? Is it
it was super nice today. So I was telling you earlier, I shot 2 videos for my website, and I actually did them in the park. It was so nice.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah, I know, it's actually today it was like 60 degrees down here. It's like, ooh, it's kind of chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. So so you just mentioned, I guess that's kind of a good segue, that you were a mechanic and you decided to leave that world to start doing your own thing. Tell us a little bit about like what you're doing now and what made you take the leap from UPS mechanic to what you're doing now.
Okay. Well, when I was a UPS mechanic, I had a mandatory hour lunch. So I did a lot of reading. I listened to a lot of podcasts because I'm a mechanic. I literally work by myself pretty much, unless I need help lifting something or something, right? So I was listening to a lot of podcasts about business, entrepreneurship, things like that. And then really the reason I left UPS wasn't even to move into like online business or anything. It was we had my son, and I would come home from work early in the morning, go to bed. My wife would get up, take my son to daycare, go to work. Then she'd come home from work. I would literally walk out the door pretty much as soon as she was walking in the door, just to get to work. So, and then obviously we had a brand new baby too on top of that. So, wasn't too bad until the baby came around, right? And then it was like, well, is this really the right move? Like, should I be? Because like, it's kind of crazy that it literally we're passing each other, and that was basically it.
Well, a lot of people are in that same revolving door type relationship, time with their family. We're just like you said, in the door, out the door.
Yeah, exactly. So we talked about it, and I decided I was going to quit my job. She actually got I believe if I remember correctly, she got a job offer, or we thought about moving, and she was talking to an old colleague that was in Birmingham, Alabama, and there was an opening. So she applied for it, got it, and then I quit my job, sold all my tools, Good or bad,
Oh
I'm not
wow.
totally sure that was good or bad. I sold all my tools, and
Whoa.
we're talking like, I don't know, 60 grand worth of tools, probably at least.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why my mouth is like open
yeah,
right now. Like that's a
yeah. I
huge.
wish I didn't, but the move, trying to move that toolbox, and I didn't know if I was going to have a
Oh yeah.
garage, all this other things. But so we moved out to Birmingham, Alabama, in like, I don't know, probably April, May timeframe, and then I was taking care of Eli during the day, and my wife was working like, I think 4 10s at the time. And then I decided I was going to go work at Starbucks because I like iced Americanos. And I thought,
Right.
free coffee, extra money, might as
Yeah,
well.
why not,
So
right?
um, actually, to this day, I still work at Starbucks once a
Do
week.
you really? No way.
Yeah. And
That's really cool
so
for the record.
I was doing that for like, we were there for a year, and my wife comes up to me and goes, it was like April. My wife goes, so my old job called me with a management position. And so this is literally a year later, like almost to the day. And I was like, okay. She's like, I think I want to go for it. But she's like, but we just moved out here. And I was like, well, I don't know, apply for it, see what happens. If you get it, we'll
Right,
go.
yeah.
Well, she got it. And so we moved back to Denver. Now, I don't recommend moving across country and back in 1 year. It's like 40 grand, all right, between containers and everything else. But so we ended up back in Denver.
After my moving experience now, I don't want to move down the street, man. I can only
I
imagine.
know, right? It's crazy. Yeah. So it was really kind of insane. And we got back into Denver, and the Denver market went crazy. So we're actually still renting the same place that we moved to.
Oh, okay.
But it's been, and then this is when I actually started looking like online, because I was like, well, I want to eventually be able to give my wife the option to leave her job.
Right.
Like, she likes her job, she loves the place she works, but like, I was like, I eventually would like to give them the option. And so I started looking, and during that time period, I don't remember exactly how long it was. It was probably maybe a year at least. I put about $40,000 of borrowed money into a program, affiliate marketing program, that ended up being a scam. And then after that, during that time period, I got scammed 2 more times in affiliate marketing. This is why mentors are so important, actually.
Yeah.
Rather than just jumping in on stuff yourself, you need to find somebody that you can trust to help you through the waters of affiliate marketing, if that's what you want to do. So all that being said, I met a lot of really cool people along the way, got in a whole bunch of debt, and then these cool people like Mike Tharp and some other people that I know, I was slowly moving into spaces that were more aligned with me. So like wealth, as an example, gold and silver, cryptocurrency stuff, things that I really kind of aligned with anyways, because I wanted to build a legacy, is really what it comes down to. And all that stuff is related around building legacies. So that's kind of how I walked back into affiliate marketing, and then just finding the right mentor. And I found one. It's been great since.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I wanted to you said a couple things, just kind of wanted to key in on that.
Yeah, go for it.
You were still working at UPS. You were still a mechanic, but what were you doing during your spare time? You were listening to podcasts. You were educating yourself. You're reading books. The stuff that you were doing. That is actually, wow. That's just so, like, the more now that I'm on this side of it, the more I see like how important that is, just to get your mind right before you can start, going and taking on the world.
Yeah. And I wish I got into more mindset stuff when I was there than the business side of stuff, actually. Because I feel like that's actually more important in the beginning, especially, because because like, you're going to hit big roadblocks. I mean, like I said, I got scammed 3 times, right? I mean, it was to the tune of a lot of money. I'm not sure I've gotten permission to actually say it out loud on a live. So, and so like the mindset side of it is so important, because then you're like I could have been like, all right, screw it, I give up, like I'm just gonna go back to getting a real job, and then just keep doing that the rest of my life. But I know that is not what I want to do.
Right.
Like without a doubt. So I just kept moving forward, and eventually I was able to actually find the right people, the right products and services, etc., to help me get to where I am now.
Yeah, and that's actually the other thing I wanted to key up on, because you kept trying. You didn't let the when you got scammed stop you. That's so key, because you're exactly right. What you're going to face some kind of roadblock or hiccup, or meet the wrong person before you meet the right person. God forbid that ever happens to anybody, but it's almost inevitable.
I pray it doesn't.
Yeah, and it's so encouraging to me just to hear you say that, like, hey, look, I made mistakes, I did this, that, and the other, because I feel the same way. Like, I'm not perfect, I have struggled, it's been tough, but I'm still going. And just to for you to mention that, I think is going to be really encouraging to a lot of people that watch this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So talking about mindset, how do you think you developed your mindset in the course of, say, when you decided that you wanted to do something when you moved back from Birmingham to today? What are some of the steps that you took to develop your mindset?
I stumbled my way through that, man. Like,
okay, so
I
like the
didn't
rest
really
of us,
start
good.
reading a whole lot of like it was really a stumble through it. Like I kind of just was like, I just got to keep going. Like I didn't really have a choice. Like what else was I going to do? Go back to a job that I didn't want to do, for sure, or I was going to just keep moving forward and hope something came into play. As far as expanding my mindset, that's come down to the right people recommending books, like Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's Own Your Own Mind, The Magic of Thinking Big. Those are like probably my top 3 mindset books personally.
Have you read 10X Rule yet?
Yes, but it was when I was in UPS.
Okay.
So like a while ago.
People that have watched my videos are probably tired of me talking about it by now, but like, so there's like the Bible. Okay, that's always going to be number 1 life-changing book, and then honestly 10X Rule, because he makes you feel like a lazy pile of scum, but in a good way. He's like, just go out and you can't let life happen to you. Go grab life by the horns. It's just such a good book, man. I wish I'd have
that's
found
one
that
I
years
probably
ago.
should read again, actually, because it has been, I don't know, 7 years at least, probably.
Yeah,
pretty close to that.
Yeah, it's been like I said, it changed the course of my life for sure. So
that's awesome, man.
I wish I could get like some kind of commission off of it, but I haven't found a way to do that yet.
He probably has an affiliate program. Go to the bottom of the webpage.
Right.
Seriously, I'm not kidding.
Well, at least the links that I've clicked on, I've looked, but I haven't seen anything. Yeah. But I mean, it's Grant Cardone. He doesn't really need affiliates either,
No, he doesn't. Yeah. He got his. If you ever get a chance and you want to see how, now it's going to take you some time to get there, go to his YouTube channel and go all the way to his very first videos and watch some of those if you ever want to see where he started. So if any of you ever have and I just learned this a couple weeks ago, I think somebody told me about this. And if you ever are feeling like I suck on video, or this is just, I don't want to do video, everybody has started in a bad place. So if you look up Grant Cardone's YouTube video, and I always forget this guy's name. There's another guy that is always all over this industry, and I can't remember what his name is. But he also has same way. You go back to his first videos, you're like, really? They have 1, 2, 3 likes. And you go to his normal videos now, there's probably thousands, if not more likes, right?
Right.
So it's always a good way to kind of be put yourself and kind of check and go,
we kind of mentioned that.
Okay.
We kind of mentioned that right before we got on. That just in the course of the year or so that I've been doing videos, that all the landmines I've stepped on to be even be able to do an interview, you know, like it's you got to start somewhere though, man. That's what I try to tell people. You can't wait till you're an expert because you'll never be an expert.
Exactly. Yeah.
But,
Yeah. The expert thing terminology almost shouldn't be used, I think, because they think that you just automatically have to be an expert. And there's no way to
that
do
is
that
a
without
whole other
going through it.
video for me, man.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel, okay, for every, so I work in a chemical plant, and
Okay.
if I had a nickel for every time an expert was wrong that I've encountered, I would have, let's just say I'd have a lot of nickels. Had a lot of nickels. So yeah, that I'm not a huge fan of the expert term either.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so you mentioned affiliate marketing, and like you said, you go to the bottom of Grant's page, you'll probably find an affiliate link. So explain to people, um, I'll say maybe dumb it down for us all, you know, like so people that have either
Yeah.
never heard of affiliate marketing, or maybe they have, kind of don't know what it is, or you're actually very qualified to talk about this. They've heard that it's a scam, or that, you know, it's not real, nobody really makes money with it type thing, you know.
Right.
Tell us, just kind of tell us what affiliate marketing is, what it isn't, maybe do some myth busting if you want.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So the easiest explanation for affiliate marketing is it's a connector model. You're connecting people that are looking for something with that thing. So an example, I know you and I are in a gold and silver business. If I know somebody wants gold or silver, I'm connecting them to a service, or in this case, like a platform that they can go buy gold and silver from. That's literally all an affiliate marketing is connecting the person to the product, service, or idea, really, depending on how they're doing what the affiliate marketing product is. And that's really what affiliate marketing is in a nutshell. It's just connecting people.
So maybe a part B of that question, what should people look out for to maybe not get scammed, or if they like, why is what you're doing now solid compared to what you got scammed on?
Well, because I've done the research on the project, right?
That always helps.
I just didn't follow through on this opt-in page and just buy it because it's what I wanted, just because I thought it was going to make me money. Now, that's also a mindset shift, really, is that with affiliate products and stuff that you're looking at, you want to look at it as a business partnership.
Yes.
From the standpoint of being long-term.
Yes.
It really doesn't matter what it is. That includes, like, if you had an Amazon affiliate link for books, right? Like, people have recommend books, and most of the time they're Amazon affiliate links. And people will click on and buy the book, and then anything you buy in the next 30 to 60 days, something like that, as long as they don't go click on somebody else's affiliate link, actually gives you commission. Or maybe it's that one time they may have changed it. So excuse me. So sorry, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Affiliate marketing.
Take your time.
Yeah. You know what? Can you cue me back up on what I was?
Yes. So you were talking about how, like with Amazon's affiliate link, you know, that you might have. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah. So if you have Amazon's affiliate link, it's just you want to business partnership. That's where I was going. So it's like a business partnership. You want it, like, even if it's Amazon, you treat it as a business partnership. You don't want to go out and spam Amazon's links to every single Facebook post you post, or every Twitter feed you do, or every Snapchat, etc., every other social media planet, right?
Right.
Because that's not providing value at all.
Right.
It's just you what it is it's you looking desperate. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So, but if you come out and, let's say, like example I was talking about, Own Your Own Mind, the book Own Your Own Mind, I could be talking about, like, mindset stuff, and like, hey, you should go check out this book. This is where I got this information from. So I'm providing value first, and then saying, if you want to learn more, or you want to go get this book, depending on what you're promoting,
right,
go to this link and you can go grab the book.
Yep, exactly.
And that's a much better way to do it.
Yeah, I'll follow up with it too. Like when you do stuff like affiliate marketing, what's cool to me is that, everybody wants to, or at least has the idea, right? Everybody thinks it'd be cool to invent something or start a business or something like that. Whereas if you partner with the right person, you essentially just become like the marketing agency for someone who has already developed a product. And if you
Yep.
think about like all of the headache and all of the all the crap, okay, that you have to go through to get a product and get like a functional business model,
Yeah.
And to maintain it into longevity, because you can come up with a good product and maybe it sucks 2 years later, so like you're giving companies the opportunity to stay focused on the product and the business and the service, that maybe it's a service, whatever it is, and then you can kind of take that and make money, just being the marketing agency, and exactly like you said, just connect people who might want that product or service to the company that has it. And I
Yep.
think that's kind of cool. It just exactly what you said, business relationship. You're both benefiting, and the one person does what they're good at, the other person does what they're good at, and hopefully at least you both make money because you're selling a good product, right?
Right.
I think it's just a really cool way to execute business.
Yeah. I like it for multiple reasons. One, like you were saying, there's a lot of stuff you don't have to deal with, right? You don't have to deal with inventory. You don't have to deal with customer service. You don't have to deal with credit card processing. All you have to do is literally connect the person that wants the product to the product that wants the person, right? And and that's it. And another nice thing about affiliate marketing, in my personal opinion, is if you're looking to start a business online, right? What's great about it is that you can start it on almost anything. There's affiliate products for basically everything in this world at this point.
Yep.
Probably there's probably some things there aren't, but
We're not talking about the dark web tonight, Ryan. Come on.
Oh, my bad. No, but like if you like Legos, a great example is there's a and this is a kid's example because my son has watched this show, but there's a show on YouTube called Ryan's World.
Oh, bro.
It's this little Asian kid. I don't know. Well, he was little. He might be bigger now.
Dude, that dude's probably like 17 by now, man.
but he reviews products. This is how he started. They would open up the products and talk about them in front of the camera, and he would play with them, and then they would promote them in the YouTube video and send link, basically have an affiliate link in the YouTube description, and people would go there and buy that toy. Well, now Target, Walmart all have actual branded Ryan's World's products in both those places.
Dude,
so
and it's just so
literally
brilliant
can build
too,
an affiliate business off of anything.
And I love it too because it's just so pure. It was just a kid having fun opening toys. They weren't like being pushy, and they weren't like trying to blow up and take over the world, right? But sure enough, they did, man. And the videos are actually top notch too, man. And they have fun doing it. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, it's really it is very impressive.
So you should have done that, man. Your name's Ryan. You could have.
My thought was I was like, I should start doing Legos. I love Legos, dude. So like I was like, start building them and just posting videos and see people go to Legos.
Yeah, dude. Just call it Hutch's World, man.
Right. Another great example. Do you know the website called NerdWallet?
NerdWallet. I don't know if I've heard of NerdWallet.
It's a financial website. Well, as far as I know, 100% affiliate marketing.
Really?
The whole thing. And I think its valuation is at millions and millions, if not billions of dollars. They're making millions a month. Yeah.
Cool.
So like you can literally build a whole affiliate business model online and never even have to build your own product.
I tell you what, that's a good way to move into our next part. So let's talk about like why some people succeed in affiliate marketing and why not. And I want to give people the real world picture. Like, yes, you can do well, you can make money doing affiliate marketing, but it's also not a cakewalk, and you have to learn how to market and how to present products and, et cetera and so forth. So let's just kind of dive into that a little bit. So why do you think some people say, or why do you think some people are successful and some people are not?
All right, number one would be mindset. They've built up the mindset really, because they didn't start out successful, right? When they started, they weren't successful either. And they built up the mindset to be at a point where they have gotten to the point where they know what they're doing, like actually not just mindset, but know, okay, well, here's the marketing avenue I need to go. I need to test this. I need to do this. Like they know where they need to go in the business itself. Yeah. But also they know that they've gone through enough at that point that they know that even if whatever hiccup they hit, they can just keep moving forward. So mindset's probably the biggest one in my opinion for success. I know I'm repeating it a lot, but it's really true.
It is, man.
And
so I actually teach a night class with some industrial instrumentation students as well. And I've tried to tell them that, like, yeah, it's cool if you do well in school and you work hard, but it's your mindset and just I guess I'll call it intestinal fortitude, just that, I'm going to be successful just because I will to be successful. And, obviously you're going to have to learn and grow and expand, but just having that mindset that I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen is just, it's more valuable than anything.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And I would say that really is the biggest thing to success. The other side of it is they don't quit. Like no matter how bad stuff gets, they just keep moving forward.
Right. And they're not afraid to change, adapt, overcome, zig and zag when they need to. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this, about how to like set up a system. But there's some people that all they want to do is kind of do like what you're saying, just like spam Facebook links and spam Twitter and all that. It's like, that's not exactly a marketing strategy, and they don't understand that they need to do something different. It's just kind of like what they've been taught, or they maybe they're not listening to the right feedback or something. So yeah, 100% agree. Mindset and just not quitting, being willing to grow and learn. It's almost a statistical probability that you're going to succeed if you just keep doing that.
I mean, it's not, and it's not going to be easy a lot of the times.
Right.
Like, especially when you're starting out, dude, you may be depressed 90% of the time because you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. I mean,
that's a whole nother video. Hutch.
Well, we got 2 on the books now, right? No,
right. Yeah. Let's say we're gonna. I see that we might even have to have like a separate sub channel just dedicated.
I mean, you never know. It may end up being that way. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, but those are my main things for people being successful, in my opinion.
Yep. And why do you think some people fail? Maybe fail is too harsh. Maybe don't make it or quit too early. Why do you think some people do that?
Well, it's kind of the reverse of that. Lack of persistence and what I kind of call the employee mindset, which is that I do X amount of work and I need to be paid for that. When you're starting to build your own business, you're going to do this much work and be paid
and getting
right. So you need to, that employee mindset has to go for, and if they fail, a lot of times it's just they can't get out of that mindset.
Like, you don't mind if I steal that from you, do you?
I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent.
Let me go register it real quick. No, just
kidding. Right. Good trade.
Yeah.
It's actually funny you say that, because that's going to be one of my next videos that I do on my channel, is that passive income doesn't exist. And that passive income, I call it severely front-end loaded income, which is exactly what you're saying. We see all these people that and they parade that too, like all the gurus, like I made $11 jillion in 14 seconds by this one simple trick. It's it's like yeah, but you like
most of the time they have a big following.
Right.
Most of the time they have a big following.
Exactly. And people don't see that they spent years perfecting their craft and their message. Russell, you probably know Russell Brunson, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with ClickFunnels and just the amount of iterations that he went through to get as good as he is. And so like, yeah, of course he has a lot of passive income now, because when he was on the front end of it, he was getting nothing for hours and hours and years and years.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize. And that's why my message is, you have to start now and learn and grow and put in the work and sow your seeds, and then you'll reap the harvest.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I mean with the online business world, there are passive income sides like you're saying, but you got to work to get enough people flowing
Right.
through your stuff for that to happen. And the flip side of that coin with passive income, in my opinion, is that like when you get to a point, you need to find other income sources that you can diversify into. Maybe not,
Right.
I'm not saying business necessarily, unless you're really, really good at it and you're honed in on what you're doing and know what you're doing first, and then you can move out to other things.
Right.
But having multiple streams is definitely an important part.
Absolutely. Sure. And just well, what the heck, this is my interview. I'll talk too, dang it. Just one of the things I've realized is that when you start trying a bunch of different things, you realize kind of how the pieces can fit together.
Yeah.
And also how they should and should not fit together. And you just, I don't know, just that's why I say you kind of have a special place in my heart, because you led me down this path. You start seeing that, oh, if I do it for that, I could also do it for that, and kind of kill two birds with one stone. And you just see how everything can link up together. And
and you can
I
a lot of
wouldn't have
times
done,
stack stuff.
yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't have done that had I not just kept trying, doing one thing. It's trying something different, when something didn't work. There's just no like, do this immediately, be successful. It just doesn't happen.
Right. That's very true. I know people talk about it a lot, and yeah. And part of the reason I got scammed was because I did follow one of those, or maybe one for sure. I can't remember. Like, I know it was 3 times. I remember 2 of them. One of them was definitely one of those. Yeah, it was, and the thing was, it was literally working. Like, I could see it work, and then the whole rug got pulled out. So it was an interesting experience.
Yeah, but you learned, you overcame, and now you're here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's shift gears a little bit. Let's
right.
Maybe for the more nerdy people about online marketing, let's talk systems and systems and structure of of online business. I'll kind of leave that as an open question for you, because I know you could probably
talk very
for
broad subject. All right, well,
so tell you what, why don't you give us like a high level of what a good structure is, or what it should look like, maybe just some kind of key features, and then
from an online business perspective.
What's that?
From an online business perspective is what we're talking. Okay. So I guess high level, especially recently, I've realized that I want to try and build a sellable business, whether it's affiliate marketing or not. And so I need to have a asset, or in this case, a website, a hub, what I call a hub, on the internet. So the hub is the place that everybody can go to that knows me. So it's where all my landing pages and funnels are stored. It's where eventually, I don't have it yet, eventually my membership sites will be set up on there. So like everything comes into the hub. Your hub is your core central business.
Yep.
And then as far as affiliate marketing perspective, which is what I'm talking about here, you can break out into different things from there. So like recommended resources. If you're talking about a certain product that you're helping other people build a business around, you can help them with different funnels. A funnel is basically a way for somebody that doesn't know anything about your product that you're trying to sell to get educated about it systematically, meaning you don't have to talk to them one-on-one.
Right.
and then get into that product. A great example is there's a funnel for a gold and silver business that it just came out, and it actually takes people offline online. So it sends them through the whole funnel, teaching them about it. And then I get a ping on my cell phone saying, hey, somebody requested placement. And I call them up and say, hey, here's your link. Welcome. You know, if you have any questions, give me a call.
Cool.
So it brings people offline, from online, offline, which is huge for a lot of businesses too. And so that's the hub piece is the biggest piece, and then building a brand around it. Like you can see up here, it says let Hutch help, Legacy Builders Alliance. That's my community. And so we're building a community is huge because it creates your following. A great example of this, love him or hate him, Tom McDonald. Have you ever seen any of his stuff?
Mm-hmm.
He's a musical artist. He has a gigantic following. Like he puts up one music video within 24 hours, it's over 1 million views. So that's the power of having a community. So as you learn like what you want to build, like for example, it says Legacy Builders, right? That's what I'm about. I want to help people learn to help people build their own legacy lifestyle so that they can go do what they want to do. And then for generations on, they can start building upon that, right? So with the community, you're able to, let's say, we'll stick with the gold and silver. Let's say with gold and silver, I built a community around gold and silver, and we're talking a lot about wealth. And I find a product that teaches about crypto. And in my opinion, crypto, gold and silver are probably the top 3 assets that people should be holding right now.
Yep.
That's my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor or nothing. Please don't yell at me or jump through the screen at me.
We should find a way to have like a blinking
scrolling disclaimer. I have no license except my driver's license. All right, people. All right. Okay. But and I want to bring these people and show them this crypto education training, right? Well, I can go into my community and be like, hey guys, I know you're all in here with gold and silver with me. I want to just let you know that like I've been seeing that crypto is moving into the more mainstream. If it's something you're interested in, here's a free overview of what this training will be. Go check it out. So they'll go to it, check out the overview. If they like it, they'll click on the link, sign up for whatever that training is, and then I get paid a commission, right? Mm-hmm. So this is how the affiliate marketing side of it works. And that's really what I believe the best part of the hub is.
Yeah. And I think it's important too. People need to realize that you still have to build relationships with people. And I think that's, to me, that's one of the cool things about affiliate marketing, network marketing, any of those types of models, is that you really have an opportunity to build and facilitate relationships. It's not just like a community with, Hutch as like the grand emperor, and everyone's carrying him across on that, I don't know what you call the thing on their shoulders, and they're carrying the king.
It's throne chair on the shoulders.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not that with me either. It's like, it's organically like, hey, we're people that are like-minded. We care about each other. We're all going to the same place. We all just want to do better in life. We all just kind of want to stick it to the government maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit more or less, we want to do better. And that's what the real community is. So it's not just like, oh, hey, everyone, give me all of your support. It's, hey, let's support everyone and be willing to help everyone.
Definitely. It's not like me going into my community saying, hey, everybody, I found something else for you to go buy from me. Go buy it. Hey, I found something else the next month. Go buy it. Right. Like if I'm building an affiliate marketing business and I'm teaching others to do it, there's going to be tools, there's going to be resources, there's going to be trainings that I have taken. And if they've helped me, I'm going to recommend them.
Right.
And do they have to take action on them? No. Will it help them more? Probably. Depends on the person. They may already know that information. I don't know.
Right. And they know that
So
you're not just gonna put crap into your community. You're
yeah,
actually
you got to
you're
vet it.
actually going to, well, if you build your community right, I'll just say that, then they know like, hey, if Hutch says I should go check it out, I should at the very least go check it out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the community is huge. Like if you have 1,000 members in a community of your that you're kind of like quote unquote the head of, I mean, you can call it what it is, like it's your community, you built it, right?
Right.
Then you can actually produce a pretty decent income from that, through affiliate marketing. Now you got to know what your niche is. Like I told you, mine's like building legacy, right? That's basically my niche, and it's more in wealth. And you can see these
Right.
these little categories right here.
Dude, I do that
like,
all the time.
those are the four main pillars, and there's another one that's not there, that's privacy related, which I'm working on. But
that's actually brilliant marketing right there. Like there's a fifth one, but I can't show you because it's about privacy.
Yeah, it's actually in the community build I'm building on Discord right now. So
cool.
So yeah, but that's,
do you like Discord?
The gist of it. I have mixed feelings about it. I like it better than Facebook because I feel like we're on Facebook, aren't we?
Yep.
I like it better than that. Those letters.
Right.
That just because they don't seem to ban people as fast for things that don't make that like shouldn't be banned, right?
Right.
like there's communities that I've watched get banned on Facebook for no real reason, like just because they said one wrong thing, an opinion basically about something, and they get banned. Like it's not like it's child pornography or nothing like that. Like it's literally it's literally just some random comment that they're putting out their opinion.
It's more of a difference of opinion
versus versus actual like somebody needs to go get arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of why I started building it. It's time consuming to build.
I haven't played around with it a whole lot. It just doesn't seem as intuitive, might be the right word.
I mean, it's built for gamers and it's built for kind of techie people originally, but it gets me away from a lot of the social media, and it actually, the other nice part about it is I don't have to get into Facebook, so I don't get the distractions. Once everything's going, I won't even have the distraction anymore because I don't have to go on the Facebook group, and then get all these dings about other things that I end up like going 12 different ways for like the next 30 minutes.
Dude, Facebook
so that's
has,
the other nice thing
have you seen the reels now? Where I guess somehow they put the TikTok videos to Facebook now, and
dude, I'm on YouTube too now.
Are they on YouTube too?
Yeah, they have a way that you can cut clips in your videos now on YouTube.
Oh man.
So they have the same thing kind of going on there.
Well, to your point, especially having the baby now, like I have, some free time while I'm just sitting up with him at midnight. And, before I know it, I've spent like 20 or 30 minutes just scrolling through these reels, watching people do stupid things or funny things. Like, holy crap, if I needed to be productive right now, I'd have been in a bind.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Like there's times where I scroll through Facebook and then get off it and like almost feel depressed. Like I'm like, what in the world? Like, and it's the fact that everybody shows the best of themselves on Facebook, right? It just is what it is. Like that's nobody wants to flaunt what's bad. Who does, right?
Look at me, I suck.
You can go, look at me, I'm sick, or like I'm depressed, and everybody like, oh yeah, good for you, and scroll by you,
right?
So like I'm depressed, sweet. But it's just weird. I don't know, man. But I'll help once I get it completed. I'll have you jump on. You can check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is cool about it is you can do automations. So like there's things that you can set up. Yeah. So there's things you can set up to automate different stuff, which is
that's cool. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk automation versus relationship. I'll kind of leave that as an open question as well, but I feel like maybe the right way to say it, I almost feel like automation is a buzzword now, and people are so they don't want to put any effort, or they want to put like this minimal effort of their own So they try to find automations that'll send out, 10 million emails to 10 million people a minute, and me personally, I've realized like I need more automation, but just to facilitate the relationships part. And automation should be a tool versus a crutch, if you will. Just kind of talk about your experience with automation and how that has helped you or hurt you, or just things you've learned about it.
Yeah, definitely. You have a very good point. I would say automation is great if it's done properly.
Right.
Even from a relationship standpoint. So let's say I have a funnel that I made, and it brings you to a membership site. Okay. Well, I'm actually building a relationship through that funnel with you. Now, I may not know you as well as you know me, but I've created a relationship between you and me by talking on all these videos and explaining, or maybe saying, yeah, my kid just ran past. Hi, there he is, like whatever it may be. And it creates a intimacy between you and the person viewing. So if it's done right, automation can more or less be really good. But when you do that, you also need to have, like, as an example, Vic Stryzus is very good at this. He's good at building systems. He's good at doing membership sites, and he has a weekly live call with him. So the weekly live call is the more like closer personal relationship, right? And then as you move up in his tiers of basically coaching, you eventually end up flying out there and shooting videos at his studio. Cool. So like you can even get even closer. Like there's levels to it, but he can't be here for everybody, right? Like he can't be like, oh yeah, call me up, I'll talk to you, right? Like there's a point where you can't do that anymore, even if you wanted to. So the automation helps people get to know you better. And then the like once a week live or whatever, however you decide you want to get a little more intimate with your community, or even interviews like you're doing here gets people more intimate with you, right?
Right.
Even though you don't necessarily know who's watching you.
Right.
And so that's still building a relationship. It's just more almost one-sided, but if you're providing enough benefits and really enough benefits to them to make them feel like they're being helped or complimented in some way, they're going to still hang out with you.
Right. Absolutely. And I think, a lot of people can see who's just full of themselves and who's not with some of the automation. I think automation shows that very quickly, because there's some people that just, I've had like, messenger bots on Facebook. Like, I have no idea who you even are, and you're even, your bot is, it's obvious that like we're from in the same group or something, and your bot is just picking people in that group,
Right.
But to your point, if automation is a way for you to show people en masse who you are, and then the more you try to take care of all those people, and then the more people that will join up with you and join your community, and the sky's the limit from there.
Yeah, and I don't know if any of you have ever had this happen, but have any of you ever followed somebody for a really long time, and maybe gone to a conference and saw them and felt like you knew them really well, and you walk up to them all excited, and then they're good to meet you, but they also don't know you, and it's kind of a weird like initial like, wait, what? And you're like, oh right, you don't know me.
Right. Yeah.
Like I've had that happen, but I've done that to somebody before. Like I was like, oh wait, you don't really actually know me. I just know you really well because I watch a lot of your videos.
Yep,
right?
exactly.
And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a really good thing. It means you're doing your job right.
Right.
You're putting yourself out there enough to get people honestly emotionally invested in you.
Yep. I did that. It was maybe not quite to the same scale, but Richard Hansen, I think is his last name. Yeah. He's been on all the calls, and he's one of the founders, main people of 7K. And you can just tell the kind of guy he is. It doesn't take much, just
Super
from the calls
nice.
and just from the few videos I've seen of him, and the conferences. Like, I was like, I can just tell the kind of guy he is, and I just went up to him like, "Hey, how you doing, Richard?" And it's funny because he was like, "Oh, hey,"
Yeah.
and I did the same thing. I was like, "Oh yeah, right."
Yep, exactly. It's exactly, yeah, dead on.
Super cool guy though, man.
Yeah, he is a really nice guy.
Yeah. So okay, so we kind of talked about affiliate marketing. I want to maybe open this question up to really any home-based business, and then maybe circle back into why they should go into something like an affiliate marketing business. So the question is, would you encourage people to start a home-based business, really, at any time, like today, tomorrow, whatever,
Yesterday.
why or why not? And then like, how does something like affiliate marketing fit into why they should start a home-based business?
Okay, so I'll talk about it. I'm gonna go into why affiliate marketing might be a good addition to your home-based business.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so I kind of think everybody needs one, especially here in the US, mostly because the tax advantages are pretty amazing. Your little Squarespace, well, I mean, I guess technically you don't have a real office. I don't know how that works yet, but you can
I'll send
put
you
a
video,
divider
man,
on the
dude.
other side, call it an office. No,
I'm telling you. I'm so janky over here, man. My Lord.
You'll get it, man. You'll get it
That's
all
right.
figured out. But you can get a home office deduction. You can deduct internet, especially with home-based businesses that are online. You have internet deductions. So, I mean, my cell phone gets partially deducted. Internet, part of my house gets deducted. Driving to my mailbox gets deducted because I go pick up my gold and silver at a mailbox.
Wait, you said driving to your mailbox?
Yep.
Can you elaborate on that, please? Because that must
Yeah.
be a geographical thing.
I have a UPS mailbox that my business is
Okay.
on. So when I go from my house or anywhere else to pick up gold and silver, and it's actually there, like obviously I go there just to pick up mail, that doesn't work. But
Right.
if you go there to pick up, I go there and pick up gold and silver, I can write off the mileage.
Right.
So so driving to my mailbox, I get to write it off.
Very cool. Okay.
And then like depending on, like we're talking about gold and silver here, so as gold and silver, some of that can be written off too, right? Because it's part of your business, your home-based business. And honestly, I mean, even if you love your job, it might be worth looking into home-based business just from the tax perspectives.
No doubt.
Definitely talk to your accountant about it, but like it could very well be worth you just starting and trying to get one extra client a year or one extra person to whatever business you decide to go into. Try and get one person a year into it, even.
Right.
Like, as long as you show growth or attempts at growing for 5 years, and then you better start showing growth. But
let me see if you agree with this, Hutch. Yeah. I kind of feel like, everybody gets to like a certain point in their day-to-day job where it's just like run of the mill, I know what to expect. I know what's going to happen. It gets just just nothing. Does that kind of make sense what I'm saying? And you kind of get bored. And I really felt like that a lot. I don't think my boss will ever watch this, so I think I'm okay saying it, but I felt like that, like a lot with my job. And I was kind of dying on the inside, if you're just being honest. Like I probably should do a video about like the depression and stuff I was going through, just because I felt like I had like just nothing. I'd go do what I was told for 9-10 hours a day and come back. But then something like affiliate marketing, it was something like I could apply my own creativity. I could do my own research on different things, new technologies, whatever. And I have found a very good meshing of, if you will, of like my family life, my work, like job work, and my business life. Do you think I'm unique in that, or do you think there's a lot of other people that are kind of feeling like I was?
I think there's a ton of people feeling like you were or are or were. yeah.
But depends on the
Whatever it
day.
is, yeah. What you were. Because I feel, this is my personal opinion, I have honestly no real like backing to it. It's just kind of what I've observed. I feel like that in the workplace anymore, it is harder and harder to be able to move up into things. Like back in the, and maybe I'm wrong, but just, I mean, I came from a mechanic background, so let's take that into perspective too, right?
Right.
Moving from a mechanic into management is really hard. Mostly because one, management, usually there's only one manager, so you got to wait for that guy to quit, retire, or die to be able to get in their position. And so you're stuck in this rut, especially if it's repetitive work, where your brain isn't even really active anymore sometimes, especially when you're coming from like I said, I'm a mechanic background, right? So it gets to the point where most of it's very repetitive. Like it's not like you could almost do it in your sleep if you could keep your eyes open, you know what I mean? So those things cause people to feel like they're not really producing anything of value anymore at a point. I feel like, at least that's what it did for me.
Oh yeah.
Because like you're like, I do this every day, day in and day out. You never really get a thank you. It's kind of like, and this is probably a corporate issue more than it is like your issue, so to speak.
Yeah.
There isn't like, you can work your ass off, and a lot of times in at least the mechanic industry, they're just like, sweet, you got your job done, here's more work.
Right.
And it's not like there's not even a thank you. It's just like, here's more work.
Right.
And you're like, all right, cool. It's the same stuff, just more of it.
You
Sweet.
almost get punished. You almost get punished for doing a good job.
So yeah, I would agree. I think that it does definitely affect a lot of people. And then and if we're talking about today's times, I mean, if you add in COVID and everything else, depression levels are insane at this point in time. I was just listening to, I think it was, I don't know, it might have been some US speech, somebody in the US government speech, but they were talking about something about a national like kid depression pandemic, basically, because of everything going on. And I mean, it makes sense if you just look at it, right? So yeah, I would agree. I would say that you definitely look at finding something you enjoy, at least. Even if you don't want to do business or create a business, find something that you like. This is part of the reason that I want to help people do this, is because I don't know if you're like me, but when I was growing up, I didn't really try a lot of different things. Now I'm 40 years old, and as far as 40 goes, like I still don't try a lot of things yet, right? Because like I'm like, oh, I don't have the money to try it, or you don't have this money to try it, right? So part of the reason we're building the community that I built is that I want to give people the opportunity to go find what they love, because I don't think many people know what that is.
No doubt.
So it's kind of, yeah, that's kind of where we're standing.
And that's why, and honestly, that's why you're one of my heroes, because I know your heart behind it. Like I said, just we've only known each other a short while, but I can just tell, that your heart's in the right place, and you're genuinely trying to get people to have better lives. It's not just about Emperor Hutch. It's just
it's not all about the money either. It's about the experiences. And like, I really do. I mean, like, honestly, like, you think about, most people go to a job 8 to 10 hours a day, come home, eat some food. By that point, it's almost time to go to bed. So they don't even really, most of the time, have time to even try new things, even if they had the money. And I think that just causes people mentally to like check out, because they're like, I can't, like, all I do is the same stuff over and over again.
Absolutely.
I'm just kind of done.
I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to key in on your comment about like moving into management. You have to wait for the manager to die. There's an interesting trend I found. Not that I'm like, this isn't really profound, but think about it, everything's getting more expensive, right? And retirement age is getting pushed back further and further. Well, guess who are the people that would retire? It's the managers or the higher paid positions, right? So they're hanging around in these positions longer because the retirement age is getting further and further and further, and the costs keep going up. And they're like, well, I was going to retire in 10 years. Now it'll be, 15. It's like, bro, just leave, like, but a lot of times they can't. And another thing I found, which is, it's kind of sad but true, maybe more especially in the technical world like I'm in, but you have people that have essentially devoted their entire life to a technology or to a plant or to a particular chemistry, and the thought of doing anything but that is terrifying. So that's why they hang out for 45 years, is because that's the only thing they know. And like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to hang around at a chemical plant for 45 years. Maybe, maybe just long enough.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a valid point. And then you add in Social Security and all this other stuff that like doesn't even have the money to pay for what it's supposed to pay for. And then and so like, and then you add in retirement funds that not only keep getting killed every time they think they're doing good, i.e. the big housing crash in 2007.
Yep.
People's retirement funds were doing great then until it crashed, right?
Yep.
Or well, housing too, so that could have killed a bunch of people's stuff too.
Right.
And then now we're in one of the highest booming stock markets there's ever been. When's that going to crash? Probably about the time everybody's trying to retire again, like the big groups.
Man, that's probably true.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If it crashes, they have to work. We don't have to pay Social Security.
Yeah, that's fair.
And on top of that, I don't like IRAs because government can still take them. It's legit.
Yeah. I was
which I didn't realize for a while, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah, they can take it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine at the school yesterday that I think there's all this talk about tax the rich and tax this and tax this, that, and the other, and if we would just get more money, gosh darn it, then the government would be fantastic. Because I could easily see them coming for our 401ks and our Roth IRAs as the like, oh, well, there's all this money sitting here just not being taxed. We need to make sure the rich pay their fair share.
They're talking about taxing unrealized capital gains. Did you hear about
Isn't that wild?
It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like,
so for those of you that may not understand what that means, if I bought a stock at $100 and it went to 1,000, but I didn't sell it, and then it dropped back down, and they would charge me tax on that 1,000 that I never acquired.
And then you're left with like
the gist
80.
of it. Yeah. Like, it makes no sense. Like, there's no logic in it at all.
Yeah, it's a wild world we live in, man. And to me, that's one of the beautiful things about something like affiliate marketing, is that in theory, at least, okay, if you really dedicated yourself to it, you could be a business owner tomorrow or tonight. Heck, you could start putting the wheels in motion, and then boom, you're a business owner, and you're sheltered at least a little bit from the tax buffoonery that's coming. And you might not make $1 million tomorrow, but you're putting the wheels in motion for long-term success, which is one of the beautiful things you said kind of at the beginning there. You're setting yourself up for longevity.
Yeah. And I mean, when it comes to home-based business or affiliate marketing, we're talking here, I mean, getting an asset-based business like that gold and silver is a great option. And I mean, let's be really honest here. Nobody's job is 100% safe.
Right.
Like, it just does not exist. So it's actually benefits you to start something, because let's say something does happen. God forbid it does to anybody. I don't want it to happen to anybody. But if it does, at least you've gotten, even if it's a little something, it's something. Right.
Right.
And I mean, it just takes time to learn the skills and tools, and find the tools and the resources you need to learn the things you need to learn to be able to do it. It's not possible for anybody.
Absolutely.
It just requires commitment, time, and willingness to fail a lot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I kind of viewed it as like, I failed at so many things. Like, what's one more thing, just keep,
Right.
keep failing my way to success.
Exactly.
And when you start thinking about a home-based business, especially something like affiliate marketing, where you don't have to have the inventory in your closet and you don't have to, ship it and go to the UPS store or, FedEx or something like that. It's just a really good, it's a good place for people to start. I would at least say that, like, maybe you want to have like a shop, and like I have some friends that are very successful cookie businesses.
Yeah.
Like, knock yourself out. That's amazing. But but they have, basically their kitchen is now dedicated to being a baker. It's like, that's
Right.
totally cool. If you have the space to do it. Some people want to make jewelry or t-shirts or just whatever it is.
Yeah.
But what's cool about this is that you don't have a setup, so to speak. It's like your willingness to persevere in a laptop, and you just roll with it.
Yep. And if you have questions, YouTube University works really well, especially if you're low on money.
Yep.
Now
No
you
doubt,
gotta
man.
sift through some stuff. But
Yep.
yeah,
And
it works
letting
great.
Hutch help, or joining KingGold, or finding people that actually care about other people, and not just themselves.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just actually finished up the basis of my website, so it's all up and running. Getting ready to start throwing some blog posts out there. So we're getting excited.
Very nice.
It's exciting times. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Yep. All right, so we've been right at an hour. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to ask this question. Maybe I'll ask it in a little bit in a way that makes a little bit more sense. So, what would you say is like the thing that gets you up in the morning and drives you to just keep going, to keep pushing? Like, what is that thing for you?
Honestly, some days there isn't one. Some days is just really rough. And sometimes life throws crazy things at you. Like, I mean, we had some crazy stuff thrown at us this month that we've been working through. So like just stuff with my son, a few other things, like financial things, other things. And it's nuts sometimes. Things can hit you. When it rains, it pours. You know that saying?
Yeah.
It's pretty true, no matter whether you're talking about bad things or good things. As things build up, it's it always happens in threes. Like, how,
right.
I mean, those terms, like, as cliche as they may sound, they seem to be pretty accurate.
There's a definitely element of truth to it.
Yeah. But I would say really, I've been thinking a lot about that, because like I go back and forth on things on like what, like the why. That's great, right? So people talk about you need to know your why. I didn't know my why for the longest time, outside of the fact that I wanted to make enough money to have my wife possibly leave her job if she wanted to. Which, is that a big enough why to keep pushing me long term? Probably not. Is it a big enough why to keep pushing me now? Maybe. But if I just kind of made the decision that really what I want to do is just help people get to the point where they can, be successful in whatever they want to do. And I think affiliate marketing is the best way to go about it, because they can really literally do whatever they want to do. They just attach affiliate products. Yeah, and on top of that, it's flexible. So like, let's say somebody decided to get into, let's go back to the prohibition, pretending we're in today's era, right? Okay. So let's say somebody was selling liquor right now online and the prohibition came around again, and all liquor sales stopped. Well, with if you were a liquor business selling online, you have all this liquor that you basically have to throw away, and you lose your whole business.
Yep.
With an affiliate marketing business, if I was promoting this liquor store's website, I just transitioned into something else.
Very well said. Yeah, and that's the good part about having
my business.
Yeah, that's the good part about having a structure and a system in place that is your own, kind of independent. You essentially become your own marketing platform in a way, and then you pick and choose carefully the things that you want to market effectively.
Correct.
Yep.
And if they fit together, even better.
Right. Absolutely. And I do want to say, I wanted to give you want to give you props for the way you said that, like you were saying, like right now, this very moment is like you want to give your wife the option not to work. And it's like, it is totally okay to not know like what your overarching life purpose is, but it's not okay to take no action until you figure that out. So like, it's okay to have that, like, step one, I just want to make enough money where my wife has the option not to work. And then when you hit that, it's like, okay, cool. Now what? It's okay to have that stepwise, finding yourself, life purpose, whatever you want to call it. It's totally cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, another good way to really help with not so much your why, I guess, but maybe like where you're going in your business is to figure out like what lifestyle you want. It's not necessarily your why, but like as an example,
Right.
Oh, it's behind me on my whiteboard back there somewhere. But as an example, like you go through and you go, okay, well, I want a nice house. I want a pool. I want, and it's not just like physical things, but experiences. Do you want your kids to go to a private school? Do you want to be able to let them do taekwondo, etc.? All these different activities, like basically
Right.
just think big. Like what is your ultimate vision for your life and your family? And it could be, I want to travel once a month for a week to some place in the world, whatever that is. And you put no money numbers on them, like actual, like here's roughly how much it would cost. Like go look it up. Be like,
Right.
flight to, I don't know, Panama or wherever. I just the random thing that came in my head, and look it up and write down the number and write down how the house. Go find a house that you like. Find out how much it costs. Write it down. Go find the car you like. Find out how much it costs. Write it down. Do all that, everything through it. That gives you your living number you're shooting for. Right.
Right.
So this is a little off topic, but it's kind of a lot. So
no, it's good. Good stuff. Keep going.
Once you go through and you figure all that out, you take that number, and then that number is a certain percentage of your business income. So your business income breaks down into like basically taxes, operating expenses. I have one for wealth building. And there's another one that I'm missing. Oh, my personal income. So those are kind of what it breaks down into, right? Percentages. So personal income is your lifestyle number. So whatever, after you figured out kind of like what you want in your life on a monthly basis, you take that number, put it in your lifestyle percentage number, and then you figure out the rest, and that tells you your core business income goal number. So then you have a business income goal number, and then that's all you're shooting for with your business is that number. And then everything else automatically breaks down because it's all done in percentages.
Yeah, that's fantastic advice. I feel like I should give you 20 on a Cash App just to, just for that.
Well, I learned it from a free course. So if you want the course, I'll send it to you.
That sounds good, man. No, that's fantastic because, so many people, I just feel like we've kind of been beat down by the system, beat down by school, by college, by, what work wants us to do, that we don't take the time to figure out what we want out of life. And that's, like I said, that's beautiful advice, man. Just figure out what you want out of life, figure out what the end goal is, and then you can kind of work backwards and reverse engineer what it's going to take to get to that.
Mm-hmm. And then you just focus on that number, just keep working towards it.
And also
that monthly income goal go
I'll
up.
say this too, you have to be willing to do that. Like if it's going to take you working, nonstop for 2 years to get your business off the ground, but then after that, you're done, like go put in the sweat, go put in the work.
Definitely.
There's some, like we talked about this already. There's just so many people looking for like the get rich quick or the, just the easy money type thing. What can I just go, like buy this $0.00006 dollar, the next Bitcoin, and then I'll never have to work again. Like, no, go do some research on it, actually, God forbid.
And that's fine, but do that with your wealth account. Don't do that with something that's like supposed to help your business grow, or
Right.
do that with the money that you need to, pay for whatever your family needs, right? Like as your business grows, you can put, oh, that's the other category I forgot. I have a tithe category in my business too. That's
Yeah.
the next one.
No doubt, man.
And just go ahead and like figure it out, set up the numbers. Like, I know it seems, I don't know, almost superficial. Like why am I putting together all these numbers for, like, I feel like all I'm doing is like, oh, it's all about me. Well, in the beginning, it kind of is. like you're trying to get yourself from point A to point B. So it kind of is like, it kind of is all about you. So write down what you want. Like if you have a family, get together with the family if you want, and be like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, what would you like to do on a monthly basis?
Absolutely.
Do you want a house cleaner? All kinds of stuff. Like everything, list it.
Yeah.
You just do it. Go home and do it. If you're at home, do it tonight. Write it all down.
Right.
Seriously, you'll be, and it'll help your brain start thinking of like, start dreaming again. Really, it'll instead of just feeling the mundane day-to-day life, it'll actually help your brain start to dream again. And because you're actually thinking beyond you at this point, you're thinking like way beyond you even. Because I'm talking big. I mean, if we want to get real here, my monthly number is $1 million a month. My goal is to do a reverse tithe. So basically live off 10% and give the 90 away.
Wow, that's awesome.
So like, it needs to be a big number.
Why not?
Because I still want a lot, right? Like,
yeah, and why
there's no reason
not,
I can't give and enjoy giving.
Yeah. And
still live the life I want. So
absolutely.
Like that's why I'm saying just dream big if you guys are going to go ahead and do that. I recommend
absolutely,
you do it.
man. And like I said, why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah. Why not 20 million a month?
Yeah. Why not?
It's like it's
possible.
It's possible. And it's doable. And you're not being greedy to say that. There's just things you want to do and people you can help. And I mean, if you reverse tithe on 20 million a month, you're still making 2 million, but think of what you can do with $18 million a month. Think bigger, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's possible. I mean, so you guys remember when I was talking about NerdWallet, right? So NerdWallet is over $1 million a month as an affiliate business, strictly affiliate.
Wow.
So they just refer people to other people. That's all they do.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So in our closing minutes or seconds, what would you say is like the last piece of advice or word of wisdom that you want to give people before we close it out?
I would say, really honestly, just don't stop dreaming and keep trying to get to your dream, no matter how hard it ends up being. Even if you fall down for a year, get back up and start again.
Absolutely. And it's never too late.
Nope. So I'm going to get his age wrong, but the guy that started KFC, he was 60 something when he started that franchise.
I'm pretty sure I actually did a report on him in high school. I think he was
60.
Yep, 62, yeah. I think.
And there's multiple stories about that. So if you are older than me, older than 40, right? then and you think you're too old, or if you're my age and think you're too old,
right?
Then go look some of these people up. Like, you could probably just Google people that made it in their late whatever number.
I think Oprah was in her 40s, wasn't she, when she got her show?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. Possibly, probably. That would seem about right, because what is she, like? How old is she now?
I mean, she got to be somewhere around 70 now.
That's what I was saying. So yeah, you're probably right. It was probably 30s. And then a great younger kid one is, I think his name's Maddox. He started, his dad paid. How it all started was his dad paid him to read a personal development book. Every time he read a personal development book, he got paid. He's also, you may have seen him because he's intertwined with ClickFunnels too. I think his name's Maddox or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember his name.
Because like from all the wisdom he gained from the books, he ended up doing something. Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah, he makes crazy money. And then we talked about Ryan's World, right? So like it really doesn't matter what age you are in today's day and age. Like it really doesn't. Like
right.
The only stipulations you have is that like you might have to have your parents be the owners or the stewards of your company until you like are old enough to take it over yourself, even though you're running it. Like that's really kind of the only stipulations anymore. Anything is possible with the way things are going these days.
That's right.
Like there's more opportunity now than there has ever been, even in the craziness of today's day.
No doubt. And that is why, we said this kind of, I guess toward the beginning, mindset is way more important than pardon my mechanics pun, but the nuts and bolts of what you actually go do. You get this right, man. And this was not right for me for a good while, but it is now, I promise you. And, not to say that I'm perfect or anything, just saying like it's way better. But you get this right up here, man, the sky's the limit for what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Well, Hutch, man, this has been great. At least it's been great for me. I don't know about you.
Oh no, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
And we have like 3 or 4 more videos we need to go do now.
Something like that. I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah, but and your site is lethutchhelp.com, right?
Yep.
So if guys, I'm telling you, if you know Hutch and if you're wanting to get some help from a really great guy, definitely team up with him. If you know me, talk to me. I'll help you any way I can. And we're starting something for ourselves, for our own legacies. I love your Legacy Builders Alliance, and that more to prove that it's not just about you, right? So Hutch, yeah, great talk, man. Thanks a lot. We'll definitely do something again sometime.
Awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, man. Take it easy.